G'day, Out and About with Dave here. And I'm now currently just shy of the Queensland-New South Wales border. So just over these bridges here is Queensland. And I'm in the process, I'm not going to cross into Queensland today because I've been to Melbourne for the last week. I've been travelling, this is my fourth day travelling north through New South Wales. Once I get to Queensland, I've got to isolate for 2 weeks. Now, being a married man, my wife will have to isolate as well, but she's got tomorrow booked out doing some shopping and some essential stuff and that so that we can both isolate for 2 weeks. I stopped in at Moree last night and I've been to the hospital this morning. I've had a check with 2 scoops taken out of my nose and a scoop taken out of the back, and going to ring me on Thursday in 48 hours. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tuck along the New South Wales border here following the Dumaresq River, and I'm going to go out towards Texas. You'll have to excuse me, there's a truck coming soon. I'm going to go out towards Texas and then follow it down to Tenterfield and come out and stop the night at Jennings, which is just shy of Wollongara, which again is the Queensland border, and I'll go through the checkpoint tomorrow morning and be home at lunchtime tomorrow. So join me now as I travel down that road down towards Texas and down to Tenterfield and see what we can see. I believe it's a dirt road. It looks as though it goes through a few properties, but it does hug the Dumaresq River. So come with me and see how we go. So the start of the trip, heading down this way, is Boggabilla here, just about 9 kilometres south of Goondiwindi. And if I didn't say before, if I wasn't clear, the COVID-19 restrictions are such that as a Queenslander, having been to a hotspot in Victoria, I can't go back into Queensland without self-isolating. I can seek an exemption, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm happy to self-isolate and catch up on some work for the website anyway. So yeah, let's see what's down the road. So here I am standing in the Dumaresq River, and this is the bridge that goes over to Yalarbin, again in Queensland. So just over there is Queensland. This is the site of an historical bridge. You can probably see some stumps in the water there and a bit of a cutting. And I'm not sure of the heritage of it, but it's still a very nice place. I stopped here for lunch now, so I'm going to enjoy my lunch in New South Wales and keep driving on. But a great place to stop anyway. So I'm here now at the third border crossing over the Dumaresq back into Queensland. After Goondiwindi and Boggabilla, there was the Keelar bridge crossing into Yalarbin that I stopped and had lunch at. And then there was the crossing into Bebo. And now this is the third one here at Texas, and it's going across the Dumaresq River. Again, I'm not going to try and go across because I can't turn the camper around on the other side, although I'm sure the police would send me back if they had to. But I'll keep on going down at this stage. Okay, I'm now walking down to my fourth crossing, not far from Bonshore. There's been a road closed sign, but I can't see any gate here at the river. I can imagine it's on the other side. Okay, so I'm now just south of Bonshore on the Bruxner Highway, so much of the fun of the dirt road is sort of finished. And those crossings we had over the Dumaresq River have sort of come to a bit of a finish with the narrow dirt roads and things like that. But this here, this gully, is probably as close as you'll get to the Queensland border on the road. I haven't really appreciated what it's like to drive on the border like this. The previous borders I've travelled are like Coolangatta and driving up to the lighthouse and things like that. But that there is the state border, that's the Dumaresq River. So I'll probably leave it there now and keep on driving to Tenterfield. But that was a good drive. It's easy going dirt, certainly not tactical dirt and off-road stuff, but a good drive. and interesting seeing the farms, the cattle, some of the sheep, and certainly the cotton fields that we saw. Hope you'll do it one day. It's really a funny corner of Queensland, New South Wales we don't really stop and think about sometimes. See you later.